What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to The Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU. I'm your host, Warren Thompson, and today we have a lot of Marvel news to break down. We have an update for Thor: Love and Thunder from Taika Waititi, which in turn gives us an update for its trailer, and it looks like Ms. Marvel might actually be coming out before Thor: Love and Thunder, both the series and the trailer for it. And to top it all off, we have some really awesome Blade and Midnight Suns news. So like I said, a lot to break down. Let's dive into it. But if you're new, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel news. Now, the first thing that we need to do is watch what Taika Waititi has recently said in a recent interview.
Thor, tell me everything.
There's nothing left. I've said everything for the last 2 years. It's still not finished.
It's not finished? When is it going to be finished?
It comes out in July, so probably the end of June. Probably like a day before the premiere. That's how we do it.
What's funny is, and I mentioned this in my last Thor: Love and Thunder trailer update video, is that Taika Waititi actually told me the same thing at the Eternals premiere. And it looks like it is still not done, and it looks like it's going to come down to the wire. Thor: Love and Thunder comes out July 8th of this year. And Taika kind of jokes, but it also kind of doesn't seem like he's joking at the same time, and says that it'll probably be done the end of June, which is obviously right before July. So this tells us that they actually have quite a bit more work to do until the movie is finalized. Now, what does this mean for the trailer? Well, unfortunately, it's not that good of news, especially if you combine it with some other recent rumors that we've heard, and I'll talk about in just a bit. But we're in March right now, and Taika is saying that the movie's probably going to be finished late June. That means they have 4 months worth of work to do for this film. Now, I'm sure Taika is exaggerating a little bit, obviously, but the scale of this movie is supposed to be pretty dang big, and I'm sure they are waiting on a few scenes that they can throw in the trailer to be finished. You can't really do a trailer unless the scenes that are going to be in the trailer are finished. Now, it's just a teaser trailer and you don't want to give too much away, so I'm sure there's some scenes that they could put together to give us a good little teaser. But having said that, they are still probably waiting on a few more scenes to be able to throw in there because it still has to be a really good teaser. It just doesn't have to show us everything. So although it still might come this month, we might be waiting just a little bit longer for it, especially if you consider the rumors that the next trailer we're going to be getting is for Ms. Marvel. Now, this is just kind of a rumor going around. This is not confirmed in any way, but rumor has it that's the next trailer we're getting, Ms. Marvel, which obviously means Thor: Love and Thunder isn't going to be coming anytime soon if this rumor is true, and again, it might not be. But what's funny is that we don't actually have a specific release date yet for Ms. Marvel. We just know that it's coming out this year. Now, we presume it's going to be coming out after Moon Knight, but again, we're not really sure when it's going to come. But if we are indeed getting the trailer for Ms. Marvel next, if that's the next Marvel trailer we're getting, that means we can kind of pinpoint a sort of vague release date for Ms. Marvel. So Thor: Love and Thunder comes out July 8th, and if the Ms. Marvel trailer does come beforehand, we could probably assume that the show is going to drop before Thor: Love and Thunder comes out. So before July, but at the same time, Moon Knight is about to debut at the end of this month, March 30th. It's going to have 6 episodes, so it'll probably run until the middle of May. Then we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and then they might release Ms. Marvel then, in June. If this starts in the beginning of June, it's said to have 6 episodes, so it will end before Thor: Love and Thunder comes out. And this might be the release schedule for Marvel Studios right here. And again, this is not confirmed, but if the rumors are true, combined with what Taika Waititi said about finishing Thor: Love and Thunder right before the premiere of the movie, then this might actually be what's going to happen. The next trailer will be Ms. Marvel, and it will release sometime before Thor: Love and Thunder. And again, regardless, we shouldn't have to wait that much longer for a Thor: Love and Thunder trailer. After all, it is getting pretty close, and like I said, they don't need to finish the whole movie to give us just a teaser. And in some other really awesome news, it looks like Blade is going to be making his MCU debut sooner than we thought. I should say his on-screen debut, since we did hear his voice in the post-credit scene of The Eternals talking to Kit Harington's Black Knight, Dane Whitman. But the supernatural side of Marvel Comics is about to come to life in the MCU. We are starting off with Moon Knight, and then Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is going to really take us there. And not to mention, WandaVision really actually is the one who started it off. Introducing Agatha Harkness, True Witches, and the Darkhold. And the Darkhold is going to be making another appearance in Multiverse of Madness, and the Darkhold might actually be a key connector to many different movies and shows. For example, rumor has has it that Blade is going to be coming to the MCU in a Disney Plus show before his actual film, speculated to be Werewolf by Night. And Blade could be recruiting people for a certain team, aka the Midnight Suns. Werewolf by Night is a Halloween special that is coming to Disney Plus that has yet to be confirmed by Disney, but has been confirmed by many reliable sources. Now, obviously, this is going to come out during Halloween time since it's a Halloween special. Now, it is important to note that Werewolf by Night has been confirmed to be coming to the MCU, and this has been confirmed in the Moon Knight trailer. In the trailer, we see Moon Knight in full costume on top of somebody beating the absolute crap out of him. If you look closely enough, you can tell that this person underneath is Werewolf by Night. Now, Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night, and Blade all have connections to each other, and they have connections to the Darkhold as well. So it makes sense that these shows will start to introduce other supernatural characters. Now, according to thecosmiccircus.com, they believe that Blade is going to be appearing in Werewolf by Night. And thecosmiccircus.com does have an interesting theory stating that Blade could actually be recruiting members for a supernatural team. And perhaps that's what Blade was doing talking to the Black Knight at the end of the Eternals in the post-credit scene, starting to recruit. It would also make sense that if Blade is indeed starting a supernatural team, that he would want Moon Knight to be a part of that team as well, and Doctor Strange. Now, bringing it back to the Darkhold is actually responsible for the creation and also the destruction of vampires and werewolves in the Marvel Comics universe. The Darkhold will be explored more in Multiverse of Madness, so they could make it to where they explain how Werewolf by Night actually comes about in the MCU. We will see him before in Moon Knight, so we'll get a little bit of an introduction then, and then hopefully Multiverse of Madness explains it further, and then we'll go into the Halloween special. Now, Blade and Werewolf by Night kind of have the same enemy. Blade's number one enemy is Count Dracula. I mean, Blade is a vampire hunter and Dracula is the vampire. And coincidentally, Dracula is responsible for the werewolf curse falling upon Jack Russell's family many, many years ago. So they do share a big common enemy. So Blade debuting in either Moon Knight or Werewolf by Night actually makes a lot of sense, especially if he is indeed recruiting a supernatural team to take down some big bad villain that could be Count Dracula. And this could actually be the start of the formation of the Midnight Suns. Again, the supernatural side was kicked off with WandaVision, but Moon Knight is really going to step it up a notch, and then Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is supposed to be somewhat of a Marvel horror film. And this is probably where things are actually going to get out of hand, much like the Doctor Strange variant says in this movie. So let me know how excited you are for the introduction of Blade to the MCU. Let me know what you think about that trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder. What do you hope we see in it? Keep in mind it is just a teaser. And how excited are you for the possibility of the Midnight Suns supernatural group coming to the MCU? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel news. For live updates, you can always follow me on Instagram or Twitter. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.